Alright guys, welcome to the first highlight show of Finalize the Season. This is the first highlight show we'll be doing, so it's going to be kind of new to me. I got some ideas written down on a piece of paper, so let's get started. First off, you're going to notice I've been getting a lot of messages from our users about the Broncos slot in the franchise. The Broncos player had to leave for a couple of days. He'll be back, so don't try to take his spot. His spot's reserved. However, we still do need people for the wait list. We're down to 10 people. We had to boot some people earlier for some miscommunication. People weren't communicating. People weren't doing their thing. They weren't doing what they're supposed to do. So guys, don't worry. If they're not doing what they're supposed to do, they will get booted. They get 2 warnings. We've already got a couple warnings had to be sent out first week, so hopefully that'll get everything running smoothly. We're only in week 2. As you see here, we haven't advanced to week 2 yet. Main reason, guys, but yesterday I went out of town on a 3-hour drive and a 3-hour drive back with my family. We had to go pay our respects to someone in my family that I lost a couple years ago. So we had to go pay our respects, and we're back though starting tomorrow, which tomorrow will be Monday morning, 8:00 a.m. Eastern Time. We will be advancing week 3, and we will be going to the regular schedule. So let's take a look at the games. As you see. Well, let's go to the league schedule so you guys can see all the games. Some big games took place last week. You see here, this is my game, and I put the Cardinals, Florida boy. Let's take a look at the score. 10-7, a tough game. Ended up pulling it out. Tebow had a 2-minute drive on the last drive. I won the total offense, and of course, I won the turnover battle, as you know. 0 turnovers. That's my philosophy on every football philosophy. I think if you don't turn the ball over, you're going to win. Because you see, Tebow didn't thrill the stat sheet really well. We played a defensive game and we turned the ball. We got turnovers. We got more first downs. Look at the time of possession. 17 minutes. I mean, we're going to win like that. This is a good first start game for me. We had and in the end, though, it was a 2-minute drive is what it took to seal the game. We went down, took a field goal to seal the game. Here's the stats. Tebow 161. Pretty much average, but for me, this is I'll take it. His quarterback threw 2 picks. That's the bottom line. That's why he lost. Okay. Look at Joseph Adai showing up with the yards per carry average. Look at that, 11 for 58. That's almost a little bit over 5 yards. That's pretty good. As you saw, my rookie, I picked him up. He only got 1 yard on 7 carries, guys. But Tebow doing it on the ground and then through the air. A couple key first down runs by Tebow in this one. But he got it done in the air. As you see, the completion, the balance, that's what I like about my offense. You see here, decent but not great. I didn't record this game live for you guys. Main reason is because I had to play the computer. He didn't get to actually play me. I had to boot the Cardinals user. This is actually one of our replacement guys off the wait list. I had to boot the Cardinals user because the Cardinals user went for it on 4th down after I had sent him 5 messages, paused the game, called a timeout, and said, do not go for it, I will boot you. And he did, so we got him out of here. And that's what you can expect from me. If you can send them messages and they're not going to respond, they'll be out of here. We're legit. We run good franchises. Let's take a look at, you see there, my guy Gianni made one. His guy took one, didn't make it. So, you know, nothing really kickoff return. That's what I hate about this season in Madden, you know. No kickoff return. Look at the scoring summary real quick. 3-yard touchdown run on a good drive in the second quarter. And then there's the 5-yard pass from Arizona. Michael Crabtree caught one from Matty Flynn, and they missed the field goal. And there you see there's the field goal for the win. Okay, so 5-yard touchdown pass there. And then the kick field goal was 0 seconds on the block. So that is my game. Now let's get to the other games. Colts and Saints had a tough one. Look at that. 14-19 defensive battle. Another defensive battle. This is what I'm loving about this franchise this year. We got some good defensive players in here. You see 14-9. Look at the rushing yards of the Colts. They got over the century mark. Did a good job. Good defensive game. But like I said, it comes down to turnovers. They both turned it over 2 times. But if you go look at the kick return yards, look at all this stuff. I'm guaranteeing you guys, look at the red zone percentage. Good. Let me turn that off. Sorry, guys. I keep forgetting to turn off my cell phone every dang on time. Anyway, look at the 3rd down conversion. This is the difference in the game. Okay? Red zone touchdowns. If you score touchdowns versus field goals, who wins? The touchdowns do. So there you go. Alright, let's take a look at the stats. Aaron Rodgers, not a very good game. Not a very good game. 5 of 9. He didn't even try to throw with A-Rod. But he got the job done when he needed to. And look at Drew Brees. You know, decent, but not great. I mean, the 2 picks, guys. Look at that. And there you see, if you see the messages up the top, we got the league trade chat going really nicely, smoothly. Look at Drew Brees leading the Saints in rushing yards. You know you're going to lose if that happens. But look at Ahmad Bradshaw, guys. 12 of 97. That's pretty dang good. So, take a look at the scoring summary for you guys. He had a good drive. Colts had a good drive in the first quarter. Then the Saints came out, drove down twice, got a couple field goals. Saints got a field goal in the fourth, but then he sealed it with a good fourth quarter drive with about 50 seconds on the clock, and then sealed it with some good defense to close it out. So there's the Colts game. Let's talk about this game. This game intrigued me a lot. Because I told you in the beginning of the franchise that ball hawk free safety is a guy to watch out for, and I was proved correct. Look at his stats. He put up over 450 yards of total offense. He held his opponent to under 200 yards of total offense. Do you know how many times you're going to be allowed to touch the ball if you score 62 points? You touch the ball every 2 minutes. You have to. And he still couldn't move the ball. So you talk about the conditioning of his players and the great play calling. Really balanced, too. Look at that. And obviously the first downs is going to be more because you need big plays to score 62. But take a look at the turnover battle. This is, once again, what I'm saying, guys. Turnovers determine the outcome of the game. If you win the turnover battle, there's 9 times out of 10 you're going to win that game. And as you see, I'm proved right. 6 turnovers for the Panthers, 1 turnover for the Cowboys. Who wins the game? Cowboys win the game. Big. Okay? And again, if you score touchdowns versus field goals in the red zone, what's going to happen? You're going to win the game. 3 touchdowns. Okay? In the red zone. Good red zone offense means a lot. Look at the Panthers quarterback. Pedestrian at best. But he threw 5 picks. Man, he must have been running a good defense, guys. Look at Christian Ponder, the rookie, getting it done. Well, actually, he's a 1-year pro because we said in the first season, but look at that. Pretty good numbers. Only threw 20 times, so these guys must have been running some bombs or something. Seems like I have to throw about 30 times to get over 300 yards. Take a look at the rushing, though. Taiwan Jones. What a pickup for the Raiders, huh? So, good game by that. We'll take a look at the receiving stats for you guys. Look at Denarius. This guy must be a Raiders fan because he's got a bunch of Raiders team players on here. We'll take a look at the Panthers for you guys. There's a rookie showing up, 2 catches, decent. So he balanced it out, but you got to complete more. You can't turn the ball over like that and expect to win. That's just facts. Okay. Take a look at the Giants game. This one was a tough game. It actually took me forever to get these. Oh shoot, my bad. We're in week 2. My bad, guys. Alright, let's go back to the Bears. Bears-Falcons game. And once again, a bunch of close games here in this first week. I mean, we've had 3 out of the 4 that we've just done. Close games. And what I say, who won the game, guys? Chicago. Okay? Who won all the stat numbers? Atlanta. But who won the stat that matters? The only stat that matters in my book, turnovers. Look at the Bears getting the job done. 2 turnovers, and they probably were key. Look at the red zone. Percentage. 50% versus 200 versus 100%. Period. You score touchdowns in the red zone, you get turnovers, you don't turn the ball over yourself, you will win the game. Atlanta dominated him in every statistical category except for 2 categories. And what were they? Turnovers and red zone percentage. There you go. That's the game right there, guys. Look at the stats. This is the Bears. 0 picks, though. He only threw 6 times. But he threw 0 picks. That's key. Look at his guy. Throwing a pick. Rookie. You know, rookie didn't get it done. Check out the rushing stats. Peyton Hillis, a beast. 18 carries for 87 yards. Well, I would have given Peyton Hillis the ball more. Try not to turn it over next time, you know. You probably got a fumble or something, so. And I'm not dissing anybody who turns the ball over a lot. I'm just saying, you know. And look, it was a defensive game. He only touched the... Look at how many plays he ran. 15, 10, 12. He ran 18 plays and pulled it out. You know why? Because he won the turnover battle. Okay? Once again, guys, first week was kind of rocky. Just going to go ahead and shout out... give you guys a shout out saying sorry about the All Madden, it not being on All Madden. Sorry about the time. The accelerated clock run up was supposed to be off. I think I accidentally bumped it to 25, so I'm sorry about that, guys. That's why these games don't have great stats and don't have great scores, just because it's that's all my fault. Check out another defensive game though, 9-0. And let me tell you, who won the game? First off, who won the game? San Diego. Okay, who turned the ball over the most? Denver. What I say at the beginning? Win the turnover battle, you win the game. Red zone percentage. This guy didn't even touch the red zone. Look at that. Didn't even touch the red zone. You know why? Because he's too busy turning the ball over. The San Diego Chargers, great turnover defense. And I'm not saying that the Broncos did bad. I'm just saying that you can't turn the ball over and expect to win. You got to score in the red zone, and you can't turn the ball over. Period. You win those two battles, you're going to win the game. Check out the passing yards balance. Use two quarterbacks in this one. Threw one pick, but got the job done. Ryan Mallett, 3 picks. You tell me who wins. Mendenhall, 23, so decent. 49 for McFadden. So not too bad of a game. Alright, let's look at the Bengals. Bengals game. This is actually my opponent for week 2, the Bengals user. So I got to clutch a big game later on tonight with him. JVKO 518. Alright, first off, what I want to continue to establish 31-14 Cincinnati. Who won the turnover battle? Cincinnati won the turnover game. 4 guys. I mean, look, Baltimore dominated in total offense, total rushing yards, everything. Everything he dominated in except for turnovers, and he still got blown up because he got turnovers in the red zone. Key. He got turnovers, and he scored in the red zone. That's what I'm saying, guys. Look at the player stats real quick. Skelton, average, but 4 picks. I mean, you know, you do the math. Romo, great. No picks. 9 for 11. Decent. I mean, good, solid football. MJD, showing up. Felix Jones, showing up when they needed him to. Ray Rice, great, as always, but he turned the ball over. And that's key when you're trying to win. Alright, let's take a look at the time of the video here. We're going to have to wrap this up. So those were mainly the key games. Let's take a look at some of the other games. This one was tough. Where's Frank picked up a good win? 59-37. So, I mean, that's kind of a game that I don't want to post. I feel like that's a little bit too much of a blowout, like I said here, too. I didn't really want to talk about these 2 games. This game was a good one. Sonny and Philly, my boy, I told you guys to watch out for him, pulling up a good win. Steelers user pulling up a great win. Bills user stopping the Jets in a defensive battle. They got simmed, though, so they both got a warning, guys. Both got a warning for sim. If they get simmed again, they will be out of the franchise. We don't have non-active people in here. Redskins, great. Great win. Don't want to talk about these wins too much because they're blowouts. This one was a good one. This one was a great game. Sorry, guys. Great game, but it was simmed. And the reason it was simmed was because these guys couldn't connect. You talk about a great game that we didn't get to see, you know. This one, I don't even want to talk about that one. It's a blowout. 49ers, great win. Clutch game, and it was played. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see. I want to see close games played out. Raiders, Chiefs, good one. And that wraps up the week 1. Let's take a look at the injuries real quick before we get out of here. We got about 2 minutes left in the video. We got to get this up for you guys. No injuries for me. Steelers, no injuries. Texans lost Dan Connor, their starting middle linebacker, for 8 weeks. That's going to be key. Take a look at the Vikes. Nothing. Look at these guys losing. He lost his speed back. He lost his other speed back, and he lost his #1 corner. So I mean, you talk about some losses in the first week. You know, and they're out for good duration. DeMarcus Ware, this is the biggest injury of all in the whole league. 5 weeks. I mean, it's going to be tough for the Bucs to make a playoff run without their best player. Oh, look at McFadden. 2 clutch players for the Chargers out. Going to be a big change in their philosophy, hopefully. And the Dolphins, decent average players, below average players, in my opinion. But, you know, we got to highlight their injuries because, you know, that's important. Jags, Calvin, I mean, you know, another great linebacker out for a couple weeks, but hopefully that's not too long. He can recover. Alex Smith, you talk about losing your starting quarterback, you're in trouble, and your starting right tackle. Now, I remember these guys are both studs at their position. He lost 2 studs. It's going to be tough for him to generate some offense. Better get some defensive football going. The Pats, look at all of it. Look at Deshaun. Deshaun, biggest deep threat in the game, out for 11 games. Second best overall. I mean, look at these 2 players. His speed, deep players are gone. Tight end, gone. This season might be down the drain for the Bats. We'll keep an eye on that as the season goes on. Look at Ray Rice. 2 key players for the Ravens, gone. Okay, Redskins, decent guy, gone. Okay, so that wraps up for the injuries. Now let's talk about week 1 in review. We got 1 minute to review. Basically, guys, what I found in week 1 was a lot of people weren't getting their games in. We had a total of 2 games get simmed, which I'm proud of. But the problem was, you guys had 2 days to play that game. Now, I told you guys the advance would be Sunday at 8 a.m. Look at how many games are played in Sunday night. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 games not played, guys. Now, I pushed the events back to Monday due to yesterday's inconvenience. But, guys, I want you to make sure that you get these games in because, I mean, if you look, Week 3 is coming quick. Monday, that's tomorrow, guys. We need to get the Week 3 games in. So, guys, be watching out. Be on the lookout for more highlight shows like this. Have a good one, guys. Appreciate your time.